Hello, I'm Edward de Kam. I'm living in the Netherlands, married with Aya. We have 4 grown-ups and 4 grandchildren. And in daily work, I'm working as the area director for Youth for Christ Europe, Middle East and North Africa. And it's such a blessing to work with people in 38 nations in our area. So for me, prayer and fasting, although I have to admit I'm less good in fasting. I'm more the person who likes prayer. So for me, it means that every morning I started with prayer. I started with my quiet time. I think I'm very disciplined in this, and already for, I think maybe, more than 40 years. So I start in the morning. When I wake up, I just started to read my Bible. And then when I started with my prayer, I'm always looking in the room where I are to an icon. And in that icon, you see the image of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And they are sitting at a table. And the way they look is that they invite you to that table. And for me, that's a very good image, which helps me in the morning to start with that I'm invited to the table of the Lord. The Lord, who we know through the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And they invite me, and I have the feeling I come to their table, and we have communion together. We can talk and we can chat, and they want to talk about me today, about the new day. And it's so inspiring that in the morning I can lay my things before the Lord. And that helps me when I open my Bible. Then I look to that image and then I pray and thank the Lord that I am invited to their table. And then I start reading my Bible. And each morning a certain passage. Although last half year, my wife and we decided to use the app of 365 prayer from 24/7 prayer. And that's very encouraging for us. We decided to do this because that helps us together, that we do the same each morning. And that during the day when we are together, that we can exchange what we read in the morning, what kind of verses which inspired us, what kind of thoughts came in our minds. So for me, prayer is a daily rhythm, praying for things, and that's for me very encouraging. I need it. When I miss it a day when there is something happening and I miss my quiet time, I had a feeling I missed something from the table of the Lord. Yeah, I would encourage people to be included in it, that you are included in the family of the Lord. And it's always good to know when you pray something or you ask something for the Lord, that the Lord is listening. And I remember that long ago, I said to the Lord, Lord, I want to be involved in a Christian ministry. And I closed my map, I wrote it down, and I didn't remember that for years. But then when I started with Youth for Christ, I remember to that. I thought, oh, I wrote it down and the Lord listened. So when you promise something to the Lord, He will do it. And it's so good to have time together also with the Youth for Christ family for a day of prayer and fasting, and that you know that worldwide people are doing this and that we are a part of that big family. That's a big blessing. Thanks.